Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening to each and every one of you that's tuning in to this YouTube. This is just a quick like summary, a quick announcement. And this is to whomever feels the need that they must get on the YouTube, say whatever it is they want to say without knowing the truth. Those of y'all that's getting on the YouTubes and y'all trying to create beef with people y'all don't know, talking about things that y'all don't know. I can say this over and 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 over again. And it may not change the way people feel, but I'm not concerned about how people feel. That's their segment of the message. They are people pleasers. I'm not a people pleaser. I don't have a reason to be trying to please people because I don't need nobody pleasing my pockets. I please my own pockets when I get up every morning and go punch a clock. You did? So I'm coming on here saying this as nicely, as politely, and as sternly as I possibly can. I don't need nobody getting on here trying to say, can y'all do this? Can we do this? Whatever y'all trying to get me to do, go to Juggernaut J's YouTube. Go put the comments that y'all put in on my YouTubes. Go put them comments over there on her YouTube. I'm not trying to be famous. I'm not trying to deceive anybody. I'm not trying to manipulate anybody. I'm not trying to control anybody. That's the difference between me and the so-called pastor. Like I say, when I get up here, this is comical exposure. Jamila had no problem getting up there on August the 18th, 2019, 2 days after she ran out of a conference that I had here in my hometown, that I paid her to be the guest speaker, meaning that I paid her a monetary, I paid for a hotel, I paid for her flight, we paid for her rental car. If you don't know the true story and you're lost and you're unlearned and you're listening to what she say, I don't have a problem with it. To those people that's saying that I'm mad and I'm angry, I'm not. If I was going to be mad and angry, 2 years, almost 3 years later would not be the time. I was never angry because she's the angry black woman that she said the death of. But I'm exposing that's still alive. I was upset. I felt betrayed because everything that she said on that live that she called herself defaming me and telling people to block me was a lie. God in heaven knows that it was a lie. Jamila never paid my rent. Jamila did not fly me out. All the times that I went there, I have proof. I have the evidence to expose her as well as the evidence to prove that what she's saying is not true. Jamila couldn't tell y'all how much my rent was. Jamila couldn't tell y'all how much my phone bill is. She got up there and she lied and said out of 3 years I sold only $17. She so narcissistic to where she screenshotted and sent to me through a text what I actually did which was $181 or $186. I can go back and look at it. What she said is, it's not the principle. It's not about the money. It's the principle. Not saying that you should have sold thousands or millions, but this is the principle. So what I'm coming to tell y'all is, just like she say that court organization that she's running is not for everybody, this comical exposure may not be for everybody. And I'm okay with it. Like I sat there and said, and I say over and over and over again, what I say is never going to change because it's not a lie. The truth don't need no support. And what I speak is the truth. People want to say, oh, you should do this and you should do that. No, don't worry about what I should do. This is my testimony. God allowed me to go through this. I have a personal relationship with God without a third party. I go to a faith-based, Bible-based, Bible-packing church. The church I stepped foot in, the church I got baptized in 2 years ago on the 26th of this month, my 2-year anniversary was 3 days ago. It's a Bible in there. So I'm saying all this to say all of this. Y'all always want to put y'all mouth on somebody without a title, talking about when the church say this and when the church say this, and every time. That, first of all, UCI, CCM is not a church. It's not church affiliated. It's something that somebody tried. She got in the car. She lied and told y'all all of these things. But I was there from the beginning. And like I said, the biggest red flag that none of us caught was that she was a self-ordained. But she said that one of her gifts was to warn, comfort, and correct. But for you to be a leader and for God to give you that type of assignment, like you say, to preach to the nation, you have to be warned. You have to be comforted. You have to be corrected. That's why you all over the place. And again, I say, if you strolling on YouTube and you feel like this is whatever you feel like it is, keep strolling. Don't push the button. If you got to get up here and you got to come at me with some negative stuff about my assignment from God, you're not God, she's not God, and I have a relationship with God. This message right here is not for anyone in particular, but a couple of people ought to understand it because of the certain things that they're coming on the live and saying. I don't care how many people followed it or how many years you followed it. I prayed to God to be front and center. And I just wasn't around this lady. No one time. She let y'all know that. But the only thing that she failed to realize, she lied. She said I was mental. I'm smarter than her. I'm at peace because I'm not prostituting no pulpit. I'm not pimping people in a church. I'm not living a lie. She is. Like I said from the beginning, she sat on her tail in a car, said a whole bunch of things that the lost and unlearned people could comprehend to, and she wowed the people. The people that follow that mess, they don't want a relationship with God. They're not trying to see God. Because if they was, God is allowing Jamila, a.k.a. Juggernaut, a.k.a. Bonnie to Fred's Clyde, God is allowing her to expose herself daily. But if you lost and you unlearned and the scales have not been removed, majority of them people that she's talking about, that God ordained her to speak to the nation, she will never meet them people. And she don't care. She will never meet them people. And she don't care. It's been shown that she then got a whole bunch of money out of a person, and then when the person was physically in her face, she didn't know them from Adam, from Eve. Y'all don't understand. She put these little pet names and all of that. She always talking about a sugar daddy, but you had a nerve to put sugar in front of somebody's name that then sold thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Jamila have secret motives and hidden agendas for everything she do. God does not speak to her. God does not give her divine instructions. God does not give her specific instructions. God don't do none of that. Jamila wants the control of the people so that she can control their mind. Those of y'all that listen and y'all tap in and do all those emojis and crying, God is not mad and everybody not sad. Y'all need to quit allowing this woman to control y'all day. Listen to me. Listen to me. I was there. She is not who she is on social media in person. She is not. I am not the only person. I'm basically the one that she publicly humiliated or tried to, but God gets the glory. Because like I said, I still say, those of y'all that follow me, I've been saying the same thing that I've been saying since 2019. And I say again, I am the messenger to expose Jamila with evidence in hopes that scales will be removed off of people's eyes, that people will get delivered from what God delivered me from. And I said till I take my last breath, I am the messenger. I am the mouthpiece. But God is responsible for the people being released, for the people being redirected, and for the people being rescued. God is responsible for the manifestation of people getting delivered from this mess. And to those that say, oh, they gonna still watch her, good. Those that still watch her, either is the lost, which those that been there a long time and know what it is and just want to be there because they idolizing her. And the unlearned is the new people that's coming because she's telling people to click, tag, and share. She made a statement on yesterday that she saw God, which is untrue. Which is untrue. Exodus 33:20 tells us, no man can see God and still live. Y'all need to quit allowing people to deceive and manipulate your mind. Do your homework. That's just like with this G-D. We don't know if it's the Hindu or gangster disciples. All of a sudden, these people, they get together, they Bunny and Clyde, they letting people call them this, they go and get all of these tattoos, but y'all supposed to be setting examples. Y'all supposed to be setting examples. I can see if you had these tattoos and then God called you to minister. God is not going to give you divine or specific instructions for yourself to go get no tattoos when you're saying that God has called you to speak to the nation. That's why when I get up there on the skits, I am not a real pastor. I don't speak in tongues. I don't know how to speak in tongues. I don't play with God. I listen to his voice, and my obedience is to God, not man. So whoever feel the need to try to criticize me, to try to say this, to try to say that, go ahead. It does not bother me. It does not bother me. I done heard worse. But what I love about this whole assignment is when people start coming against me in defense for her, God had to show me. You once was them. And those of y'all that know and know the real behind it and not what Jamila painted a picture of because it's a lie, y'all know. I got the proof. You sit there and say I was mental and all of that, but yet and still you were screaming my name. You let me stand on your stage, what you call the pulpit. I was acknowledged. Because you worried about the financial sowing. But what about the physical sowing? The gathering up the people. Me evangelizing and bringing people into this court organization before I knew it was a court organization. And after this stuff happened between me and her, I had already left July the 5th when she sent me how much I sold and said it wasn't pleasing to her. She did not say it wasn't pleasing to God. God did not tell. She on that live. I know y'all seen it. God ain't tell nobody to block me. That was man that told somebody to block me. And everybody that blocked me, whether they say Jamila not they God and this, you allowed Jamila to put in your head to block me. Nothing happened between me and the people. Nothing really happened between me and her. It's just that I was not going to allow her to try to manipulate and control what I know about God. I said over and over again, Jamila had secret motives and hidden agendas when she even much chose me. But God, she can sit there and say she bought this, she bought that, and everybody know. The first night that I met this lady, July the 20th, July the 21st, I woke up and she sold $300 into my Cash App. While you saying you paid for this, you paid for that, you paid for this, you sent me $300 and I kept it for 9 months. But it wasn't because of her that I kept it, because I never understood it. I never understood. I want to bless you in private. My obedience was to God, and everybody know that follow me, that follow my ministry, that been following this assignment. I made 2 or 3 lives about that $300. The night when she gave me that money, I had $300 to the T. And I asked God, I said, you must have had her double what I had. But I don't know what you told her to give it to me for, God, if you told her to give it to me. But I'm not going to touch it. It would have been 3 months. She gave me that money in July of 2018. I spent it in May of 2019 when God told me to. And what I spent it on is downstairs on my truck. I ain't never had nobody give me no handout. Never. So this is personal between me and Jamila, as well as my personal relationship with God. If y'all don't have assignment, if y'all don't have the type of relationship that I have with God, and God ain't gave y'all no assignments, please stay in y'all lane and don't come for me. You got a problem with Roshonna? Take it to God. Don't even much bring it to me. Because one thing I do know, 2 things for sure. If this was me doing it, and I just wanted to do this, I would have did it when it was fresh. I would have did it when it was fresh. Where I'm at right now, and it's obviously, it's bothering them. You say you don't feel, you say I'm lying, so why are you reporting the Angry Black Woman is Still Alive page if it's nothing but lies on it? Why is it bothering you? It ain't bothering you. It ain't bothering you. It's bothering your pockets. It's bothering how many people that you calling out names. But like I said, I am the mouthpiece. But God is the manifester. I can't make nobody, and I ain't gonna never try to. I'm not you. I'm not that controlling person. Just like you told everybody to block me. Can't nobody ever say I told them to block you. Can't nobody ever say I told somebody to not follow Jamila. Never. Because I don't have that type of control. But what I will do, I will expose the darkness. like the Bible scripture says. It say, be no part of unfruitful works. Instead, expose darkness. And that's what I'm doing. I'm not trying to be nobody. I ain't asking for $1. This is free because it's an assignment from God. I'm not trying to, like the people, oh, she want to be this. No, I'm trying to get the word out. I am the messenger. I am the Moses of this generation. I come to warn the people. I come to warn the people because I once was the people that was lost and unlearned. But God. People want to sit there and listen to all that. I play victim. Jamila has a victim mentality. She done wronged a lot of people, but she will never take accountability for it in different ways. Like I tell people all the time, our stories will never be the same. My story is this, their story is that. I just know she called herself publicly trying to defame my name on August 18, 2019, something I ain't seen her do. I ain't never seen her do it. She didn't have no problem saying my name then. But you get up there and you throw these slugs, people making pages, people incognito, people following you, all riding too. You ain't got this and you ain't got that and what type of car they drive and all of that. I'm not into materialistic stuff because I didn't always have. Everything I need, I got it. And majority of the things I want, God has provided that as well. The Bible don't say that he will give you your wants. It says, I will supply all of your needs. But I have a personal relationship with God. I know how to pray. I know how to lay hands on me and my family. I know how to keep me and my family covered. I know how to ask God for forgiveness. I know how to repent. I know how to do all of these things. I can have a sensible conversation with somebody about God, and I'm not all that you having all these sessions and all of this here. Everything that's going on in UCI and CCM is about $1. It's about $1. And that's why this assignment is for me. Because being that this woman was a pastor, she was never supposed to look up how much I sold. She was never supposed to approach me with how much I sold. She definitely was not supposed to text it to me. It's a corp organization. And it's a lot of lost people because, like I say, people don't want to do this. People don't want to do this. Psalms 91. Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. Surely he will save you from the foul snare and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with the feathers, and under his wing you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and your rampart. You will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. You will only observe with your eyes and see the punishment of the wicked. If you say, the Lord is my refuge, and you make the Most High your dwelling, no harm will overtake you. No disaster will come near you. No disaster will come near your tent. For he will command his angels. For he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in your ways. They will lift you up with their hands so that you will not strike your foot against a stone. You will tread on the lion and the cobra. You will trample the great lion and the serpent. Because he loves you, he loves me, says the Lord. I will rescue him. I will protect him, for he acknowledges my name. He will call on me and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him with long life. I will satisfy him and show him my salvation. Let the Lord add a blessing to the reading of the word. And that was Psalms 91. People don't want to do this. They don't want to do what I just did. Pick up the Bible and read it for themselves. They feel more comfortable hearing somebody else say what God told them to do or what God told them to say. But I speak that the devil is dead. To have a relationship with God, you have to read the word and hear the word, not just hear it. The Bible says, be doers and not only hearers. Those lost and unlearned people, they hearers. They let Jamila do the work. Then they do what she tell them to do. Oh, we ain't gonna go. I said don't eat no cooked vegetables. We gonna drink no water for 10 days. And then she a man, but she can stop it at 7 days. Then it's supposed to be raw vegetables, but then y'all showing it on Facebook and it's cooked vegetables. Then Jamila, because she's the leader, she can come back and say, oh, you can steam them, but they still got to be raw. Oh, you can boil it, but it still got to be raw. But you sat there and said that y'all was doing this consecration and God said do it. So if God said do it, how you going to come back and change what God said? If God said water and raw vegetables for 10 days, y'all should have went 10 days. It should have been raw vegetables and it should have been water. So y'all can see the manifestation of whatever you lied and said the people was going to see. You ain't seen no move of God. Because first of all, you got up there and you said that God said it. And none of it went the way that you said that God had said do it. If I'm lying, somebody need to tell me I'm lying. That's how it happened. That's how everything happened. If y'all didn't notice, everything about this organization has changed. Starting with the name. At first it was Unity Church Charlotte. It was church in it. Now it's God been told you to speak to the nation. That's what you said when you got in the car. So why wasn't it international at first? But again, if y'all like lies and y'all want to be led to hell by listening to some lies of somebody else and making somebody else rich, people don't have a job. Them people don't have a job. They live in lavish off of somebody else's dime. Somebody else that's need their money for their children and stuff. You always up here, I don't want y'all rent money. I don't want your car no money. But then you getting up here and you putting numbers. Monday through Wednesday, 1727, business owner 7757. Get in the building, 117, 207, 307. This is the new year. Y'all better pay attention because the numbers finna go up. It's tax season. It's tax season. If she robbing y'all blind all through the year, y'all already know the numbers finna go up. The numbers is finna go up. She don't have a problem with sitting on her tail telling people to go get a job, but you don't have a job. Your husband don't have a job. Your assistant don't have a job. Make it make sense. God did not tell this woman. God did not tell this woman to ask for no money in no increments of no seven days a week. It's a lie. It's from the pits of hell. Ain't no truth in it, y'all. Ain't no truth in it. What am I getting out of telling the truth? What am I getting out of telling the truth? I'm not getting $1. She getting $1. She getting all of y'all dollars to lie. And I can get up here and be obedient to God and tell my truth and expose with the evidence that I got. I don't care how long ago it was. I just want y'all to know. I'm not mad. I'm not angry. I'm not upset. I don't have no beef. I'm not trying to have no beef. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get up here. If she can get up here and talk about me without y'all knowing, I'm going to get up here and let y'all know who she talking about. Like I said, she wronging y'all, and I'm going to get up here and right her wrongs. If she say this, and I know it's a lie, I'm going to get up here and I'm going to come back with it. Because I can. Because I'm bold enough. Because God has made me bold enough. I don't get tired, especially when it's an assignment. I don't get tired of doing God's kingdom. I'm not in competition with nobody. Everything that I've been doing it. My hope for home is going downtown feeding the homeless people. I've been doing that. And I don't ask nobody for $1 to do it. I don't have no church. My ministry is street ministry. Church is right here in my heart. I carry church with me everywhere I go. I carry church with me everywhere I go. I don't owe no explanation. I'm not up here trying to justify. I'm not trying to manipulate people. I'm not getting up here swindling people, lying, saying this, using Fred as a prop to get more money. Ain't no when you happy, you don't gotta get up and speak about how happy you is daily. We know that's your husband, just like we know you had 4 other husbands. Now, all of a sudden, you ain't never loved nobody. But you got a husband that you had 2 kids with. And you done had 3 other husbands, and now you on your 5th husband. But you want to do relationship because your mama taught you how to be a wife. Obviously, she didn't. Because you done been a wife 5 times. And you just 50. Make it make sense. All this stuff that you say, Jamila, you use all my words. But you ain't going to give me credit for it. You don't have to. That 50 years young, you know I've been saying that. You know I've been saying that. So it's just a lot of different things that God is showing me. He allowing you to expose yourself. I thank God for the ones that he have removed the scales off. I thank God for the thousands of people that he allowed me to meet. And I'm still intact with so many of them. A lot of these people that's getting on these YouTubes and saying stuff, they don't even know. They ain't even been in her presence. They just know what they look at. I was there. I was there. She ran out of my conference. Said her team said she was in harm's way. But if your team planned for you to run out, they should have told y'all to get y'all purses. They should have told you to take your mama Bible. They should have told you not to tell Miss CC to ask me for that backdrop with your mama. You was going to get all of that. But since things didn't go your way, you decided to throw the mic and y'all trailed up out of there running like this. But it was an assignment. You had already got your money. I understand it. You money hungry, not me. My blessings have continued. I be blessed abundantly weekly. Every time the enemy, you steady reporting the page. Every time you report that page, keep on reporting that page. Because the assignment that is not going to stop. Wherever I got to do it at, that's where I'm going to do it at. But every time you put your mouth on me, and every time you try to count it out, you can't count me out because God counted me in, Jamila. You can't count me out. No, babe. You want me to hush. You want me to be muted. But God is the only person that can mute my mouth. When God say stop, I'm stopping. I promise you. But until then, I'm going to keep on talking because God is allowing the revelation knowledge to be seen and heard. It's crumbling, and it's crumbling to the ground. But God gets the glory for it, not me. I'm just the messenger. I'm just the mouthpiece. I'm the undefeated underdog in this kingdom, in God's kingdom right now against you, Jamila.